down. Sit down.
I'm gonna go to bed. I've been making paperwork 2 hours. Like, let's go.
In St. Petersburg, Police Chief Anthony Holloway announced the firing of Officer Matthew Cavender after he was recorded using excessive force on Timothy Grant, a 64-year-old man in a wheelchair.
This should not be your first option. This isn't your first option. And that's what he did. He made this his first option.
All right, dude, you got a warrant for your arrest?
The incident happened when a store manager called the police to remove Grant, who was allegedly panhandling. Cavender found that Grant had 5 outstanding warrants and tried to arrest him.
Today, I still cannot explain to you why that officer went to his taser.
Are you gonna walk or not?
Despite Grant not being violent, Cavender used a taser on him 4 times. Chief Holloway stated that Cavender's actions were unnecessary and that force should not have been his first choice.
We had a process in place. The command staff looked at this tape, looked at the report, saw what the officer did, and took it right to the officer professional standard like they're supposed.
Initially, Cavender charged Grant with resisting with violence, but this was later reduced to resisting without violence.
I feel like justice been done. Yes, goodness. Just see him down on the ground and they tasing him like that.
Grant's 85-year-old mother was relieved to hear of Cavender's dismissal. Oklahoma State Representative Dean Davis was arrested for suspected public intoxication after officers reportedly found him drinking on a bar patio after 2 a.m., which violates local law. Video footage shows Davis trying to claim immunity due to his position, pointing to a card that he said protected him from arrest during legislative sessions.
You're privileged from arrest during the session of the legislature.
Correct.
And in going to and returning from the same.
Correct.
And for any speech or debate in either house or shall not be questioned in any other place.
Correct.
You're not in the legislature.
Yes, I am.
Okay, well, you're not in the state capitol right now. The way I'm reading it, I'm not arresting you at the state legislature.
You can't
or going to or
detain
from.
me.
I can. And I am right now. So have a seat. And I will run it past my supervisor.
However, the officers told him this immunity didn't apply in this case and proceeded with the arrest, placing him in the police car. Davis claimed he wasn't intoxicated, saying his cup held Coca-Cola, not alcohol, and questioned why no sobriety tests were done.
What assessment have you done? You have not done an assessment. You have not done anything. I had Coke in that cup. Coca-Cola. This is the best part. This is gonna get really good. Wow. Well, I got a new law to make. You guys aren't gonna like it. I dispute any wrongdoing. However, I do want to take this opportunity to apologize to this body for creating this unnecessary distraction.
After being released, he addressed the legislature, apologizing for the distraction but denying any wrongdoing, pledging to stay committed to his duties and work even harder moving forward. In Los Angeles, a violent arrest caught on camera involving 2 sheriff's deputies has led to an internal investigation after footage went viral, showing deputies detaining a couple at a grocery store. The incident began when deputies responded to reports of theft and assault on store security. The video depicts a female suspect who was recording the incident being tackled and pepper sprayed by deputies.
You can't touch me. You can't touch me. No.
Stop and get punched in the face. Turn around.
Get your neck off my. I can't breathe.
If they did what they said that they did, it still doesn't justify that officer coming over to the lady and taking his arm to her neck and slamming her down on the ground.
Following public backlash and calls from activists to hold the deputies accountable, the Los Angeles Sheriff's Department released body camera footage. Sheriff officials described the video as disturbing, and both deputies were reassigned while the investigation is conducted.
We want those sheriffs out of the law enforcement. We want them out of our community.
The sheriff emphasized that the investigation will determine if the force used was reasonable, necessary, and appropriate.
This investigation is to objectively, and I do repeat, objectively determine if the force used was reasonable, if it was necessary, if it was appropriate.
The male involved faces charges of petty theft, while the woman faces charges of assaulting an officer and battery. Both suspects have since been released from custody. Demetrius Hollins was reportedly assaulted by 2 Georgia police officers, sparking public outrage and leading to the firing of both officers. The incident, which occurred outside Atlanta, was captured on video showing Sergeant Michael Bongiovanni allegedly striking Hollins, who was handcuffed and lying on the ground, while Officer Robert McDonald was seen stomping on Hollins's face. Hollins says he was punched, tased, and kicked in the head without cause, claiming his rights were violated.
Tased, kicked in the head, and incarcerated for no reason. I am a law-abiding citizen whose rights were repeatedly violated.
Bongiovanni's attorney, however, argues that the video may be misleading, suggesting what looks like a punch was actually a shoulder strike, which he says follows police training. Both officers were terminated within 24 hours of the video's release. Boston Heights. Police Chief Chad McCardle was arrested in Key West, Florida, for allegedly assaulting a homeless man near Duval Street. McCardle reportedly approached a taxi driver, appearing agitated and claiming he had been attacked and stabbed, which led the driver to call 911.
Not built for cover.
Him for battery and note all of his stuff that he said into the report, but whatever happened with that, he's not been able to provide any type of even close to a description. White beard, black beard, they can't give any description of all these people. Says he stabbed multiple times, has absolutely 0 stab wounds on him whatsoever. All we can corroborate is that he beat this poor guy up in an alley for no reason. So, who wants to press charges? 10-15 away, bud. All right, turn around, put your hands behind your back. We are going to detain you right now. We got a whole another investigation occurring at this point.
When officers arrived, they discovered inconsistencies in his story and reviewed surveillance footage, revealing McCardle allegedly kicking and assaulting the homeless man.
You're at the hold up right now. There's no bathrooms around.
Where's your car at, Ivan? Where's your car? There's 2 IDs in this police ID. I need to make a phone call. 10-15 away, bud. Alright, turn around, put your hands on your back. We are going to detain you right now. We got a whole another investigation occurring at this point.
Can I pee? You're at the hold up for right now. There's no bathrooms around.
Where's your car at, Ivan?
Give me the keys to your car. I'll go get your car. Where's the car? I'll go get it.
He was charged with misdemeanor battery and booked on a $2,500 bond. On July 6, 2024, some neighbors were celebrating the 4th of July with fireworks when a furious Miami Township police officer came out with his weapon. He pointed his rifle at them, causing everyone to panic and leading them to call for backup.
Around here is fireworks. The guy right here,
right back there, right here.
He came over here raising hell cussing. He's a military vet. He hates fireworks. It brings back old memories.
Okay.
He's got an AR on him.
He pointed at us.
And he scrunched down and aimed it at us, and we all took off running.
Okay, so he was. Did he come up to the?
He came all the way up to the fence
and started cussing at us, telling us. And then he pointed the AR.
Yes.
Yeah, pointed out on us. So me and him, we took off.
Like crazy while we were doing the fireworks.
He got the flashlight on it.
Out at his property.
Yeah, he was sitting. You look at that tree back there towards the building. He was standing about over there shooting the AR towards that field.
I've got all my neighbors out.
Yeah.
The neighbors were scared for their lives as they ran from their home. The officer appeared to be using his military veteran status to scare them.
And with the military vet,
But at the same time, you're over there that are 10 times louder than our fireworks.
Exactly. I mean, he got the silence on it because it was really quiet. It wasn't really loud at all. While you guys, and he definitely has a flashlight because I seen him pointing it towards the back.
I seen him down when the firework went up, and he was down like that, and I had to get all the kids inside. This is a birthday party too.
The officers confronted Officer Jason Eder, who was clearly drunk and openly admitted to having a weapon while threatening innocent people.
You're Mr. Eder?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you work for who?
Miami Township.
Miami Township.
I get trouble with respond.
No, so I called Dakota. Okay,
who's Dakota?
Dakota Cops.
Okay.
Yep. Cop. Yep. So I called him. Okay, they're blowing this. It's all coming over the field. I've just been watching lately, like where the fields have been catching on fire because of fireworks, whatever. So I went over and asked him.
Howdy. You want to tell him the story? I'll fill him in.
Yeah. All right, so you can go ahead with me, man. So what's going on?
So I was just like, hey, you're shooting a bunch of fireworks over in the field. Let's back it down a little bit. And they're like, well, screw you. We can do them wherever we want. We're this way. The wind gods are taking them where they need to go.
Yeah.
Like, okay, well, when you're in a ditch pointed this way, they're going to go this way.
Yeah.
So they're like, oh, well, who cares? Screw you. So I'm like, all right, cool. I was like, I'll call the cops. I'll call the cops.
Okay.
And I walked away. That was it.
Okay.
Eder boldly lied to his fellow officers, saying he never pulled his weapon. However, he was unaware they had already spoken to the neighbors and collected several statements against him.
From our understanding, they're claiming that you had the came over there in an aggressive manner, hey, you guys need to knock the fireworks, I have PTSD, I'm a veteran, etc., etc. And then they said they were claiming that you took the firearm from your back and then kneeled down in the ground, kneeled down and then pointed the firearm in their direction.
That never happened.
And they're claiming that you pointed in their direction.
Nope, never happened, never even chambered around. It was an empty chamber.
Okay.
It was an AR with an empty chamber.
Okay.
I just threw it on my back because I couldn't really throw a pistol on my shorts.
Okay, yeah.
That's it.
And is your firearm, but like I said, you did have a firearm on you. I mean, it was.
Yeah, I mean, it's like it was a tight sling to the back. It wasn't even like a patrol sling. It was a sling on my.
Eder was in serious trouble, and once he realized he couldn't talk his way out of it, he came up with a different plan.
All right, like I said, they're claiming that they have 3-4 witnesses saying that you took the gun off your back and then you pointed the gun in their direction.
Nope.
Okay.
All right. So at what time?
Yeah, because actually when I was talking to Dakota, like he could hear him.
So what time?
And like I was telling him, I didn't get to share with you. I was like, hey, look, I don't care if you shoot him off, do whatever, but can you shoot that way? Because I mean, this way, the fields get dry, they catch on fire. I mean, I've seen that recently.
What time did you go over there? How long ago?
About a half hour.
Half hour ago?
Yes, sir. So, like I said, that was all I asked them was they had them out all front on the road. I'm like, hey, can you point them that way? They're like, no, the wind guides decide where they go, not us. I'm like, well.
Why did you decide to take your arm over there?
Well, I always take it somewhere. I mean, I just didn't have. I'm wearing gym shorts. I didn't have anything to put it, so it was a tight sling on the back. It wasn't attached to the sling out front. It was like on my back.
Okay. Some might say the officer had the right to carry his weapon, but he admitted to having more than 4 drinks earlier, putting him at high risk of making a bad choice.
How much have you had to drink tonight?
Couple, probably 4 or 5.
Because I can smell it on you.
Well, I know. It's a holiday.
Right, which is perfectly fine.
And I don't have
as a police officer, you understand it's called weapons under intox.
Weapons while...
Yeah, weapons while intoxicated, yes.
Realizing he had made a huge mistake, Eder began using his PTSD as an excuse for his illegal actions.
You can't do that.
So I'm just sorry. I've lost some friends, man. I've lost friends.
I understand. I was in the military too. I get that.
I've lost friends, and it's hard. It's just, the more it goes on, the more you hear the bang, bang, bang. It's like you watch your friends go.
Okay, but you understand just as well as I do that you can't do what you did.
But I didn't.
Right?
I didn't go over there and threaten anybody. I didn't. It was slung on my back.
Well, I'm getting conflicting stories then. Put yourself in our shoes.
I get it. And like I said, I get it. But like I said, it is conflicting stories. Do they have videos of me doing any of this?
You even admitted to me that you walked over there while you've been...
on my back.
Just let me speak. While you've been drinking with a rifle on your back, going over there towards their property, confronting them.
We're okay.
It doesn't make sense for a veteran with that level of PTSD to be in law enforcement.
But think about it, though. I mean, if you're walking that way, if I see you in my yard, or if I see you in the yard, I can't see out.
I'm out in the street. I'm not in the yard. I'm in the street.
Okay, so you're in the street, though, but I can't see you, though. That's the thing. I can't see further anything out there. They don't have a flashlight or anything.
Is Chambers working?
Chambers?
Yeah.
I don't know who that is.
You don't know who Chambers is?
No, sir.
No, he's no longer working.
Because I can see it from their standpoint, but...
You can't see it from...
Unfortunately, no. I can't.
Okay.
Because, they're shooting off fireworks, and I get it.
And it's going on for hours and hours and hours.
It is the 4th of July weekend.
But it's coming over into my field.
Okay.
That I own. My field.
And again, I understand everything about that, but I'm having a hard time understanding what was the reason for the rifle.
It was just, I don't know that. I've heard from several people.
I mean,
I don't know that. Yeah. I don't know that. I don't know them at all.
And I can clearly, I don't know if you can. I can clearly hear kids over there, man.
Right. I don't know anybody.
No, and I get that.
It was strapped on my back.
Yeah.
I wasn't going over in patrol speed, going up. It was strapped on my back.
Yeah.
Nothing, not around the chamber.
Yeah.
Strapped on my back.
The officers arrested Eder, who was later charged with 16 counts of aggravated menacing and 1 count of handling a weapon while intoxicated. He has been put on administrative leave by the police department as the investigation continues. Meet My Middle-Age Adventures, a YouTuber whose day took an unexpected turn on May 1st, 2023, while riding his e-bike. A minor incident led to an unexpected confrontation with an officer from the Escambia County, Florida Sheriff's Department. Despite not having the authority, the officer aggressively demanded the YouTuber's ID, resulting in a heated exchange.
What's that, man?
Sorry, sir. I apologize. I'm so sorry. I didn't see you. I apologize, sir.
What's that, dude? You came from all the way over there.
I know. I know. My tire did something weird.
No, you did something weird. Not your tire, dude. You came from over in there. That lane over there came straight across on top of me, and I hit the back of your car now. So now we need to call the police. Jesus Christ.
As the confrontation between My Middle-Age Adventures and the officer went on, it became even more heated when another officer arrived at the scene. Unfortunately, the second officer's approach was anything but reassuring. He came in with an aggressive demeanor that took the YouTuber by surprise.
I'm not going nowhere. Endangered my life. I'm not giving no ID up. I have no reason to.
You will give ID or you will go to jail.
You know what Florida law states?
Yes.
Okay, unless I'm going to jail, I don't have to give you ID.
Then I'll take you to jail.
Get your boss. Get your boss.
ID.
Get your boss. Get your
I ain't
boss.
getting my boss.
Get your boss, sir. Get your boss. Get your boss, sir. Get your boss. I haven't done nothing illegal. I am not suspected of a crime. I have not committed a crime.
I'm out with a disturbance here at the waterfront thrift store on Fairfield Drive.
I mean, if you'd like to know what happened, I'd be more than happy to tell you what happened. It's all on video.
Well, when you give me ID, I will.
Well, I haven't done nothing illegal. So get your boss.
Let me explain something to you.
Get your boss, sir.
You have a responsibility when you're riding a bicycle.
Get your boss. No, not a bicycle, an automobile. I don't have a driver's license, so I never signed nothing stating I would give that up.
It doesn't matter.
Yes, it does, sir.
There is a law here in Florida.
Despite the increasing pressure from the two officers, my middle-aged adventure stood firm in his refusal to give up his ID as he waited for a higher authority to arrive, hoping they could bring some clarity and resolution to the tense situation.
Go ahead, get your boss, sir. Get your boss. Get your boss, sir. Get your boss, sir. I have not committed a crime. I have been not suspected of committed a crime. Okay, so no. This gentleman, I will tell you what happened now. Okay, I was in this lane right here, coming down the road right here. The gentleman was in that far lane over there, and he crossed over from that lane there to turn into here. Okay, and then I pulled in here because I hit the back of his vehicle right here. See, I'm trying to tell you what happened, sir.
I'm trying to listen to you.
Okay, then I hit then because it's all every bit of it's on video. He came from that lane over there, cut
so
into
your bicycle made contact with his truck.
Because he came from that lane over there into this driveway. Okay, that's why. And then it hit right here. I've done nothing illegal. Okay, I have done nothing illegal. Okay, if you would have came at me differently, sir, I would have made a police report the whole 9 yards and gave you my ID. There would never been a problem, but the way you came up to me is like I've done something wrong.
That's all I did.
No, it's all on video, sir. Everything's on video. And you have it on video. Where's your camera, sir?
I don't have one.
Okay, that's why I have one. Because you don't have one, sir.
But they have one.
Okay, I know you have one, you have one, you have one as well?
Mine's
okay.
on right now.
All right, so like I was explaining, this gentleman came up here very rude, very disrespectful, okay? It's all on camera, sir. It's all on camera, sir.
What's going on?
Okay.
Just tell
I was who's going to be in charge of this?
This right here.
Okay. I'm coming down the this lane right here. Okay. And this gentleman right here was in this far lane over here, and he decided that he was going to turn into this driveway right here from that far lane. I slammed my brakes on. Okay. And because he came from that lane there, I ended up hitting him right here because of that. And of course I was going to wait till the police to make a report because I didn't want no issues or nothing. But this gentleman here came up to me very irate, very aggressive for no reason whatsoever, demanding I give him ID when I know I've committed no crime. I know I'm not accused of committing a crime, okay? But this man right here made it very clear to me I'm going to go to jail if I did not give him my ID, is what this man told me. So understand we will be filing a complaint on you,
So
sir.
how do we do a police report without your ID?
No, sir, the way you approached me, sir, was inappropriate.
Sir, I'm not going to argue with you.
It was all on video. Everything's on video.
The tense atmosphere was suddenly disrupted by the arrival of more officers.
I could talk to one person at a time. I'm not capable. They've already told me this lady here he's in charge. Is he in charge?
Sir, he's
After what felt like an endless series of discussions and negotiations, my middle-aged adventures finally had the opportunity to present his case to the sergeant.
You're the sergeant. Okay, well go ahead, sir. If you're the one going to be in charge, because they told me she was in charge.
What do you want to do? You don't want to do anything about this. Are you good?
No, I want to file a police report that and I want to go through his insurance because now I've got damages to my bike and I've got
highway patrol to come talk.
Okay, sounds good to me, sir. Thank you. Sir, but I will be filing a complaint on that man there.
Yes, sir. We'll get that.
You know what? He straight out told me, if you don't give me your ID, you're going to jail. I told him to do what you gotta do because I'm not giving you my ID. Now, I don't mind giving it because of all this, but when somebody comes to me and starts demanding I do something.
I understand. Well, sir, listen, I'm a totally different deputy, and like I said, I don't have any problems with you.
Well, that's why I'm irate. That's why I'm kind of like.
I get that.
Because the way he approached me.
I understand.
It's all on camera.
I understand.
Okay.
I don't have any issues
I know
with you.
why he approached me like that, because he doesn't have a camera on.
Yes, sir.
So that's why he approached me like that. He didn't. As soon when I pulled my camera out, his whole demeanor changed.
Well, I can tell you this, even with if I don't have this on, I'm gonna still be a gentleman.
All right. Well, thank you, Mr.
Yeah,
I don't want to say that wrong.
Holcomb.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Mr.
Hey, I
Officer.
appreciate you, man.
Mr. You know, I will admit I'm not a police-friendly person, but
Yeah, I get that.
I did what I.
You're upset. I understand.
I apologize. Only reason I did that is because they already told me that she was in charge, and then somebody else is telling me. Okay, so
it's no
So
problem.
we're gonna do that. You can hang tight here when the highway patrol gear. You can tell them what's going on.
Okay, yeah.
And everything's all.
After listening to my middle-age adventures plea, the sergeant supported the YouTuber and reprimanded the initial officer who had caused the trouble.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. I do need that officer's badge number. Can somebody please give me that officer's badge number?
I'll take care of that.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. That guy right there. Yeah, I need his card. Does he have a card? Can you write down his information?
We got a supervisor on scene, the sergeant right quick. He'll take care of everything.
Okay.
And Sergeant Johnson, and he'll take care of everything. Okay?
It's all on video.
Yes, sir. I understand. I understand.
Yeah. I know why he acted like that, because he doesn't have video on. That's why he acted like that. He thought that he was going to be over on top of somebody. He's not. He's trying to think. Is he leaving? He can't leave yet.
I think he's just pulling out of the way.
Okay, yeah. He's trying to pull weight that he doesn't have. You can't. And that's not used to pull 20 years ago. You could do that stuff all day long. Let's get out of the way, because I don't want this to.
You're good.
No, because I'm actually doing some volunteer.
We're actually pressing on to another call.
Okay, yeah.
And we just came by to.
Thank you for your respect, man.
No
Thank you,
problem.
man. You guys have a great day.
All right, you too, buddy.
Yeah, we're all good. Just hang tight here.
Sure, yeah. I do want that officer's card, that in that truck right there, or his information written down, please.
You're going to make the complaint. It's going to come right back to me.
Okay.
I already heard what happened.
Well, I've got it on video, is what I'm saying. It was total lack of respect. He literally told me I was going to go to jail if I did not give him ID. I told him then take me to jail.
You didn't get it?
Huh?
I'll take care of that. You just hang tight for highway patrol and all that good stuff and get what you really need to be taken care of.
Okay, this is a formal complaint we're making against him, correct?
Yeah, you already made it. Already took care of it.
Okay. Thank you, sir. We're right there. Jesus. All right. I got a bent front end. So it's obvious we're gonna have to buy me a new bike now, because it's got a bent front end. Somebody's gonna buy me a new bike. My wrist hurts. I mean, it's obvious I slammed into your truck. You know what I'm saying? It's an obvious fact that it's all gonna be on camera as well, because it's all sitting right in the front right there. Yeah, I just need to get some of his insurance information and stuff, and my front end's bent on my bike, so I need to get that taken care of now. So, got that. Yeah. This is normal. This happens to me on a regular basis. People don't see me. They don't pay no attention to me. This happens all the time.
In an effort to bring attention to the incident and inspire action, the suspect turned to YouTube, sharing the video with the public. By doing this, he aimed to raise awareness about the unfair encounter and encourage others to join him in filing complaints against the department. On July 14, 2023, 28-year-old Anthony Arm Brewster, an officer with the Elmwood Police Department, was discovered asleep at the wheel of a vehicle, reeking of alcohol, during an early morning traffic stop by St. Bernard Police. Observe how he reacts when the other officers finally wake him up.
Damn.
Hey Anthony, you got your gun on you?
I don't. No.
Is it anywhere in the car?
It's in my bag in the PD.
Okay.
Seriously, I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good. Wondering if everything was okay.
No, I'm cool.
You want to hop out real quick? Okay. Did you hand in a drink?
Yeah.
How much? How much?
A couple.
Were you coming into work? Were you coming into work?
No. Coming to sleep. I don't work for a while, so.
Okay. Where are you coming from home?
I'm sorry, man.
You're good. We'll wait till it passes. We'll wait till the train passes. Where are you coming from?
14 minutes away. Like Corin area.
Is that your first thing? When's the last time you ate anything? When's the last time you had your last drink? What time?
1 or 2.
1 or 2.
It's definitely been a couple hours.
Yep. Alright, Anthony, you know the drill. Okay. You came up, detected an odor of an alcoholic beverage. Okay, you admitted to drinking. So we gotta do what we gotta do. It's an unfortunate circumstance, but I don't enjoy it any more than you do. So at this time, I'm going to offer you to perform field sobriety test. Would you like to perform them, or are you going to refuse?
Officer Anthony was clearly embarrassed in that moment, and rightly so. These officers are meant to be our role models, yet they are doing the very things they are supposed to prevent others from doing. It's truly disappointing.
Face this direction for me. Do you have any medical issues? Anything with knees, ankles, hips? Okay. All right. The first test we're going to do is a walk and turn. You're going to place your left foot on the line. You can use the yellow line right here. You're going to place your right foot on the line ahead of your left foot with your heel of your right foot against your left.
1, 2, 3, 8.
Okay. Face me. Next one is a one-leg stand. Please stand with your feet together and your arms down your side like this. Do not start to perform the test until I tell you to do so. You understand the instructions so far? Okay, when I tell you to start, raise one leg, either leg, with the foot approximately 6 inches off the ground. Keep your raised foot parallel to the ground. You may begin.
After performing a few sobriety tests, the officer concluded that the drunk officer needed to face consequences for his actions.
So right now, we have probable cause to believe that you're operating a vehicle under the influence of alcohol, okay? You are under the arrest. You have the right to remain silent. Any use say can will be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to an attorney if you cannot afford one be appointed by the courts. You have the right to answer my questions at any time without an attorney present. You also have the right to stop answering my questions at any time without an attorney present. You understand your rights? Okay. Go ahead and hop out. Gotta put you in handcuffs, take you back to our police department, and then I'll give you an opportunity to provide a breath sample, okay? I said I don't enjoy this any more than you do, but it's an unfortunate situation.
That's how a bad cop should be dealt with. No special treatment or extra favors. Even though the officer making the arrest was polite, you could still see the embarrassment on Officer Anthony's face.
That you need out of there?
Basically living out of the car, most likely.
What'd you say? Your phone, where's your wallet? Is it in there too? Okay. No, we'll just cite and release you. I don't usually take people to jail for OVI. You good if I leave her the tow sheet and the keys and then we can go back and get this started?
Yeah, there's a magazine loaded, a wallet, another wallet, and then his cell phone that I figured we could take with us. I don't know, I didn't see his service weapon in here.
He said it's back, he's locked up at the PD.
Yeah, he said it's locked up at the PD.
Phone, your wallet, and then I took your house keys off your car keys, okay? Is there anything else you need out of there? Okay.
It's shocking how careless that officer was, but thankfully there are also officers who take their jobs more seriously, and those are the ones who make officers like Anthony look bad. Officer Scott and Avila stopped and questioned a man who was just holding a Pepsi, mistakenly thinking it was an alcoholic drink. The man felt uneasy because the officers approached him with their weapons drawn. Officer Scott stated they were police officers, but the man still felt uncomfortable and likened them to criminals. the officers explained they were searching for people drinking alcohol in public, which sparked a conversation about what qualifies as a valid reason for police to stop someone. The man argued that the officers had no solid reason to suspect him just for holding a soft drink. The officers insisted on seeing the Pepsi can as proof of why they had stopped him.
You can see if it's an actual soft drink or
this may not be typical.
Beverage.
Do I look imbibe on beverages in public, Officer Scott?
I don't know.
May I have your card, please?
You'd have to come get it, and you don't want me to get close to you.
Will you please hand me your card? I'm requesting it.
Let me see if I can do this from a distance.
Do I need to articulate?
Is this close? You want me to set it down and then you can grab it? Would that be better so I don't get too close?
Officer Avila.
Yeah.
May I have your card, please? Excellent. Officer Avila has no problem being professional with a business card. Anything else that you gentlemen need besides Gestapo stops for cans? Yeah, it's Gestapo when you're going to stop me for a can on the sidewalk. That's sick.
You were standing here. We didn't stop you. We just came up to talk to you.
Oh, okay, later.
See you. Have a good night. Take care.
When the officers asked to check the man's drink, he showed that he was well aware of his rights and refused to let them intimidate him. He stood up for himself, making it clear that he wouldn't be bullied over something as trivial as drinking a Pepsi. The officers were taken aback by the man's knowledge of his rights and his confident demeanor. In the end, the officers realized they couldn't take advantage of him because he was so informed, and they walked away, knowing they had been outsmarted. On November 5th, 2022, a few police officers from Lacey Township were dispatched to a car accident involving a 19-year-old police academy student named Jake. When the officers got there, they quickly understood that this was much more serious than an ordinary crash.
What's going on? How you doing?
I'm good.
What happened here? Car's all blown out.
I ran into a fucking fire.
You ran into a fire?
Yeah.
A fire hydrant or a fire?
Fire hydrant.
Fire hydrant. Where's the fire hydrant?
Someone back there.
Back there?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you injured?
No.
Okay. Not hurt at all? All right. Do you have a license, registration, insurance on you?
Yes, sir.
116 to 9. Take this one step at a time. You don't have your license on you? Or you don't know?
No, it's on.
It's on you?
Possible.
Okay. So, you try and find it for me? You want to step out of the car?
Officer Watkins immediately detected the smell of alcohol on Jake and told him to get out of the vehicle. Jake's condition and behavior raised significant concerns, indicating that the situation was about to get serious.
Do you have anything to drink tonight?
No.
Okay. No? Just stay over on the shoulder, just for your safety. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Hey, Mike. One on 3 headquarters. We're going to need a tow for one. Okay, so obviously it looks like you've been drinking a little bit tonight. Okay.
I didn't drink.
160 headquarters. Any other reason why you're kind of swaying around and smell like alcohol?
Do I smell like alcohol?
Yeah. I can smell it on you.
Did you notify the proper channel?
Jake's Camry was badly damaged from the side, showing the intensity of the impact. It seems the young aspiring officer had been speeding while under the influence of alcohol. Soon after, the officer began conducting field sobriety tests.
It's me. I want to give you the instructions first, okay?
Yeah.
Before we begin, are you diabetic?
No, I'm not.
Okay. Any medication?
Yes.
What kind of medication?
I'm not sure exactly what it is.
There you go. Keep your eyes on the pen.
I did.
Your eyes are kind of f***ing around a little bit. No worries. Just keep your hands out of your pockets for me.
Despite everything, the officer remained calm and friendly with the suspect. However, the young man was about to make things much more difficult for himself.
You're moving around really fast, I'm not gonna lie. Like,
yeah,
I'm not gonna be able to, like, I'm not gonna be able to...
follow the tracking of your eyes, okay? Follow the pen, okay? We're gonna hold it out here.
Keep your hands out of your pockets. Down at your side. Just keep your hands down at your side.
Are we good?
Yeah, just be patient, okay?
If you're gonna arrest me, just arrest me, honestly.
I want to give you a fair shot, okay? I want to go through the tests, and we're quick at determination, right? No biggie.
I didn't drink anything tonight. Like, if you're gonna arrest me, arrest me.
All right.
Like, I don't drink alcohol. That's not what I do. I'm a boxer, and I'll show you a million videos of me doing it too.
All right.
So, if you guys aren't gonna believe me,
just keep it up. Stay focused with me, okay? Again, we're going to take this one step at a time.
Even before joining the police, Jake had a strong sense of entitlement, and his performance during the field sobriety test only made things worse. It was a complete mess. With that attitude, Jake has no chance of making it into the Marines. The officer ignored Jake's behavior and proceeded with the walk and turn test, which, unbelievably, went even worse.
Heel to toe. Yeah, you can do that right now. All right, just stay in that position while I go through the... Hold on, Jake. Hold on. 1 second. Just stay in this position.
I can't do that. Like, that's naturally not what happens to me.
Yeah.
Like, I can't do that.
Say, I'm doing it right here. You can do it. You're in shape, athletic dude, right?
I box. I can't do that.
Boxing's about balance, right?
Yeah, but I can't do that. Like, that's just not something I can do. I'm going to be honest with you. I can't do that.
Okay.
Like,
so I'm going to go through the rest of the instructions, okay?
you can arrest me if you want, but I'm going to be honest. I cannot do that. You can breathalyze me if you want.
Stay over the white line, all right?
I'll do it one more time. If I can't do it,
I'm going to go through the instructions, then I'll tell you when to begin, all right?
You can tell the cops are used to dealing with people like Jake day in and day out. There was no doubt about it. This entitled kid was heading to jail, and his poor performance on the tests made that outcome certain.
So you don't want to do the walk and turn?
Give me a breathalyzer at least. Like, why are you not giving me a breathalyzer?
We don't do breathalyzers on the scene, okay?
What do you mean?
That's back at headquarters. All right.
118 headquarters.
Why are you not giving me a breathalyzer right now?
We don't do that in New Jersey.
I don't need to do this if you're gonna
we don't do
yourself that I didn't drink.
We don't do breathalyzer in New Jersey, okay? We do the alcohol test. It's something different. All right. Okay. So we'll do the next one. One leg stand. Keep your feet together, hands by your side, just like so, okay? I'm going to demonstrate, and then I'm going to give the instructions, I'll demonstrate, and I'll tell you when to begin. Do you understand?
Yes.
The officer, somewhat reluctantly, skipped the second test and, following protocol, proceeded with the third. But once again, Jake behaved as if he was above it all, either too entitled or too intoxicated to think clearly.
Like so.
When I tell you to, I want you to raise one leg, either leg, approximately 6 inches off the ground, foot parallel to the ground, keep your both legs straight, and keep your eyes on your elevated foot. While holding that position, count out loud, 1001, 1002, 1003. So continue to count until told to stop. All right, so it's going to look like this.
I can't do that either.
Feet together, hands at your side. Pick either foot you want. Raise it up about 6 inches. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004. See how I'm doing it? You shouldn't have a problem doing it. All right, you're going to keep counting. I'll tell you when to stop. If you put your foot down, you lose balance. Just continue where you left off.
Tests.
Okay?
You guys got some tests, right?
Do you understand?
Honestly.
Jake, do you understand?
No, I don't. Because, like, I can't do that either. And I didn't drink. Give me a breathalyzer.
In the end, the officers had enough of Jake's behavior and decided to arrest him after he tried to brush off the third test as well.
You don't want to try to do the field sobriety test?
I'll give it one try.
Appreciate it. I want to tell you when to start, okay? All right, you may begin. Okay, that's good. Do you want to try the walk and turn too?
No.
No? Just face that way. Put your hands behind your back. You're under arrest for DWI, okay?
Yeah, 41.
How's it going? Patrick, nice to meet you. Thanks for coming. Do you have a license on you? Yeah. If it's for his first offense, they'll suspend his license until he gets a interlock device, and then they'll reinstate his license. So, because he was arrested for DWI, we have to release him to a responsible adult. Basically, you can be held liable if he gets behind the wheel of another vehicle, boat, vessel, plane, whatever, motorcycle. Certain penalties that come with that. All right, so pretty much he's your responsibility for the 12 hours until he sobers up.
Shockingly, Jake's blood alcohol content was 0.22%, which is 11 times the legal limit of 0.02 for individuals under 21. After being charged, he was released into the care of a sober adult.
All right. I don't know if I'm gonna get him. Can you tell me what happened?
Do you want to explain to him, or?
It's up to you.
Huh?
I can get a straighter story from you.
Well, basically, he was coming from somewhere, he had a fire hydrant, tore up his car. So.
And did you keep driving, or did you stop?
He wasn't going over the.
Did your car get towed?
Yeah, price right towing. I left a little the address and phone number with them.
Most likely totaled, right?
Yeah, it's totaled.
Yeah.
Front wheel.
Are you okay? Yeah. Is anybody else in the car with you? No. All right. I'm sure they chewed you up enough. I'll get to you in the morning. Let's just get home. You're coming home with me. You're my legal responsibility for the next 12 hours. You're gonna sleep on the couch.
So, all right, thank you. You all right? Take care. Good night.
The 19-year-old was charged with operating under the influence, reckless driving, failure to maintain lane, and having an open container. He pled guilty to the DUI charge, which led to his license being suspended for 4 months, along with fines totaling $690. On May 28, 2022, in O'Fallon, Missouri, Officer Nathan Dye was on his routine patrol when he noticed a car swerving on the road, which led him to initiate a traffic stop.
The reason why I pulled you over, you've been weaving quite a bit.
Well, I know, because I was eating my...
Okay, eating while driving, okay. Well, how long has it been since your last drink?
Hours.
Couple hours. Okay.
I'm a police officer.
Where you work at?
Hazelwood.
Hazelwood?
The driver was identified as Hazelwood Police Chief Greg Hall. After obtaining his information, Officer Nathan's demeanor noticeably shifted.
Starting on the letter D and ending on the letter N without singing. So D to N without singing.
Right. D-E-F. E-G-H-I-J-K-L-M-P-Q-R-S-T-U. That's what a way I stopped.
The chief's condition was visibly concerning, and after some back and forth, he agreed to take a breathalyzer test. That's when things took a turn for the worse.
I'm gonna hold it, just blow hard until that. Blow, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Oh, hang on a second. We'll try that one more time. We're almost there. Deep breath for me. Blow hard until I tell you stop. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Oh, I will get it this time. So, Chief Hazelwood, he is hammered drunk right now. He is hammered. He was dodging sniper fire out there, so weaving all over the place.
Is it all on the dash cam?
Yeah.
The driving and all the contacts so far?
Yeah.
The officer eventually convinced the police chief to take some field sobriety tests, and what followed clearly foreshadowed how this entire situation was going to end.
You realize the position you're putting us in, right?
I understand. I'm not doing anything. I'm sorry.
Foot heel to toe on that line. Keep your hands at your sides, okay? Bad ankles. How old are you, sir?
66.
66.
After completely failing the tests, Greg made a rather unusual proposition to the officers. It's troubling to see how lenient cops can be with their fellow officers, and this situation clearly demonstrated that.
Sir, just not able to do this.
You know what? Just talk to Johnny, please. don't know what to do. Lock me up. Sure.
I don't want to. I really don't want.
Finally, Officer Nathan followed Greg's instructions and contacted O'Fallon Police Chief John Neske, who promptly arrived at the scene and quickly understood the situation.
Nathan, if I take him home, or are you gonna have any issues?
Not at all. Not at all, Chief. I'm sorry to get you out here. I just
that's
want to make
okay.
sure.
That's okay. Because you do what you got to do.
Yeah.
If you don't mind, I will take him home. I have known him for a lot of years.
Yeah, understandable.
In the end, they let Greg off with just a warning, which was truly disgraceful. Greg left the scene with Chief Neske, completely avoiding a DUI charge. Greg Hall stayed in his position until his retirement on January 1st, 2023, and is set to receive full retirement benefits along with payment for his remaining time off. It's incredibly corrupt, as he used his power to manipulate the legal system. Chief Neske also retired sometime later. This incident underscores the unequal treatment of law enforcement officers and how those in uniform often act as if they're above the law. On February 8, 2023, a journalist was covering a news conference about a train derailment in Ohio. 2 state highway patrol troopers, along with Major General John Harris of the Ohio National Guard, asked the reporter, Lambert, to stop his live broadcast. This led to an argument. Major Harris claimed that Lambert was being loud and disruptive, but what authority does he have to order or threaten a journalist?
Told to shut it down and continue to go. Now. Go. Now.
Or you can go to jail.
Sir.
You want to go to jail for criminal trespassing?
Listen.
Do you want to go to jail for criminal trespassing? Do you understand?
You know how quickly our lawyers will get me out?
I don't
we
care.
Sir, can we
I don't
talk?
care.
Just go outside.
Outside.
Go.
Look outside.
Out the doors. Out the doors. Out the doors. By other media right here. I'm going to listen.
I don't care. You're going to walk out the door.
I'm going to listen.
You're going to walk out the door.
Do not touch me.
out, sir. You're going to walk out the door, or you're going to jail.
Do not touch me.
Sir, can we talk outside, please?
I'm trying to listen.
Outside, please.
And he escalated with me. I am doing my job. This is covered by the First Amendment.
Excuse me, sir. I'm the building supervisor here. Please leave.
There you have it.
You're going to stand outside.
You all
or you're going to jail.
Let's go. Let's go.
You're under arrest.
The journalist was well within his rights to do his job. There was nothing he did that justified the treatment he received afterward.
Oh my God! You guys, this is bad. Stop.
I am on the ground. What are you trying to do?
Stop resisting! Stop this! Oh my God! Stop! You get this. I will. This is so bad.
Put your leg on your back. Lay flat, please.
You guys, he's a national correspondent. You cannot do this.
I'm a reporter with News Nation. It's all being recorded right now.
I hope it is.
Excessive force because you can't talk to people about doing their jobs.
Oh my God! I cannot believe this.
What's that?
This is horrible.
This is what it's like to be a black reporter in 2023.
Evan, I'm so sorry. Evan, I'm sorry.
Thank you, Sia.
Pull over, sir.
Lambert was tackled to the ground and handcuffed. Does a major really have that kind of power? After that, the reporter's manager showed up to explain his side.
Disrespect or anything. We've been waiting for, we were up there, we had a live shot scheduled to report on it at 5:15. Okay. That's locked in stone. So, coincidence of all coincidence, the governor literally walks out at 5:15. It's the worst possible timing in the world, okay? But there's nothing that we can do about that. He's committed to doing his live shot. He's got people talking to him.
The reason why he is where he is, he was told to leave. He refused to leave.
Okay.
Then the building superintendent comes over and says, I don't want you here.
Okay.
He still refused to leave.
I didn't
so now
witness
he's arrested.
I didn't witness any of
That's
that.
his own fault he's arrested. All he had to do was pipe up.
I didn't.
And he just kept on arguing.
All I'm telling you is, from the television standpoint of
I understand what you're trying to do.
It's
I understand
television.
you guys have a job to do. But when he's told to leave by law enforcement,
I can't speak to that. That's an issue. But what I thought I might just be able to give you some insight on. I understand.
From the broadcaster's perspective, the reporter did nothing wrong. He was simply following orders and knew he was within his constitutional rights. Governor DeWine was unaware that the reporter had been asked to stop his live broadcast, nor did he request it. According to his office, they couldn't comment on the events leading up to the arrest because the governor wasn't present when the broadcast ended. After news of the reporter's arrest came out, all charges against him were dropped. Now let's see how this traffic stop plays out.
Hello. How you doing, sir? I'm Officer Barker with Carlsbad PD. Do you have your license, insurance, registration with you?
Hey, buddy.
Okay. Can you step out for me? Okay. You all right, man? Let's go over here. Can you walk? You okay?
I'm good.
Okay. All right. Is that your truck?
Yep.
Yeah? Is it just you in the vehicle?
Yep.
Do you have your license with you by chance, then?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Who are you headed to tonight?
I was eating some pussy, but no more.
No? Okay. All right. So just hang tight right here in the front of the car, okay, man? Is it Tyler? Okay. Okay. All right. Just go ahead, face towards the car. You just put your hands behind your back. You're not very flexible? Or are you okay? So I can give you another one if you need it. Your shoulders okay? Okay. All right. Is there anybody that can come to your truck with?
Yeah, but I don't have access to my phone, though.
Well, I'll grab it. That's no mess. Okay. So you're going to go to jail for DWI.
As the officer approaches, it's obvious this won't be a typical traffic stop. The suspect, smelling of alcohol and acting overly confident, tries to keep his cool, but his slurred speech and erratic behavior reveal the truth quicker than his swerving truck did.
Okay, man. You got anything that's gonna poke me, stick me? Because I gotta search you.
No, and she went knife, so we're good.
Okay. All right. You're good. I'll come around you. Can you lift your arms for me? Lift your arms for me real quick? Just look at your back. There you go. Is there anything else you want us to bring besides your phone? Keys in? Oh, well, if someone comes through your truck.
I don't own a phone.
No, you're good. I'm trying to help you out, that's all. If you're cool with me, I'll do the same for you. So go put your butt first, and then I'll watch your head.
Hey, can we get a phone call real quick?
Yeah, let me get your phone. Okay. Let me grab that real quick right there. Hold on, stand back. There's something right there. Let me grab it. That was my little name tag. You're good, it fell through. You're good. Watch your head. I'll roll down the window for you real quick, okay? So if it helps, you can sit kind of sideways, like twist a little bit so you're not in your hands. Is that a little better? Yeah, better. I'll be right back, okay, man? He was like, nah, man, you already. He literally pulled him over. I saw him, I was cruising down Canal. He pulled out of the bar, goes way off, swerves again, put him up. I put my rears on, follow him, swerves again. We pull in here and he's like, I'm gonna be straight with you, bro, I'm drunk. So I just pulled him out. Like, he says, listen to me, I'm about to tell you something important. You're under arrest for DWI, driving while under the influence. The New Mexico Implied Consent Act requires you to submit to a breath test to determine the alcohol content of your blood. After you take our test, you have the right to choose an additional independent test. If you choose to take this additional independent test, you have the right to a reasonable opportunity to arrange for a physician, a licensed nurse, or laboratory technician or technologist who is employed by a hospital or physician of your own choice to perform an additional chemical test. The cost of this additional test will be paid for by the law enforcement agency. Do you agree to take our test? The blood test.
You're a good reader.
The officer, maintaining his calm, handles the situation with the patience of someone who's been through it many times. Meanwhile, the suspect seems to believe he can charm his way out, tossing out strange compliments like, "You're a good reader," in an awkward attempt to win over the cop. Spoiler, it's not working.
You're a good reader. Yeah, I know.
Yeah? Okay.
I'll pass.
Oh, no? You don't want to do it?
I'll pass. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Hey,
so let me finish this real quick and then I'll get to it.
Go ahead.
All right, so I cannot force you to take our test, but if you refuse, you will lose your New Mexico driver's license or non-resident operating privilege for 1 year. If you are convicted in a court of driving while under the influence, you may also receive a greater sentence because you refuse to be tested. You understand that?
Also, you're a good reader.
Okay.
Amen. You read good.
Okay, so it says your right to speak to an attorney or remain silent does not apply to the requirement of the New Mexico law that you take a breath test. Do you now agree to be tested?
Pass.
Okay.
You know what? You're a good reader.
Thank you, man.
You're a good reader.
All right.
How'd you read that so small?
Watch your legs.
Give me.
Is this the one? Yeah. Can you open your mouth real quick for me? Do you have anything in your mouth? I just gotta check it. Just open it real quick. You refused anyway. Okay. Hey, who do you want us to call? What's the code?
Man.
Because if not, we'll have to tow it.
They won't get here in time. I'm on Kermit. Just tow it.
Okay. All right. Go ahead. Hey, and then on your money, it's 20, 40, 60, 1, 2, 3.
You put that, is your body cam on?
Yeah, it is.
Put that in your pocket when we go.
No.
Put that in your pocket when we go. No. Yeah. And there's more where that came from. There's more where that came from.
Hold on, let me count that for you, okay?
I'll give you 10,000. Yeah. Put
So it's 20,
yeah.
40, 60, 70, 70, that's a 10, okay?
Put it in your pocket.
So you're 70, 1, 2, 3. Okay, 73, okay, man?
Put it in your pocket.
No.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not answering no questions. I'm not doing no nothing. So don't waste your time.
As the encounter continues, the suspect's bravado begins to crumble. Reality hits when he's cuffed and led to the patrol car. His attempt at bribery is as sloppy as his earlier effort to drive straight. Put it in your pocket, he mumbles, trying to persuade the officer to take his cash in a desperate bid to avoid the inevitable. But the officer, unimpressed, counts the money and carries on, more entertained than tempted. By the time the suspect is in the back seat, it's clear his night is only getting worse, while his cowboy hat and bravado are left in the dust.
Hey, boys, real quick. Do your job. Do your job. All right.
Back down.
Look at this.
We'll put it away. We'll get an officer to come down, and we'll let you in the bathroom. We gotta wait for these tests. You are.
No.
Put it away. Put it away.
What's it gonna be?
Can you take him real quick? You pee. Stop, Tyler. We can just add charges. Like.
I'm gonna go to bed. I've been paperwork 2 hours. Like, let's go. Goddamn.
Working on it, but you keep doing that.
How many?
Just chill. Just chill.
I mean, 2000. You're not being a rough neck. You guys are big guys. You should be working in the oil field, not being this work.
Okay. Any person listening?
You know what they pay in the oil field? Double what you pay.
5-3 what day?
You know what the Cowboys game tonight? Trash. You better than this.
You keep pressing on my hands like that, I'm gonna charge you back in the PO.
Listen, man, I'm just trying to help you. I know nothing wrong.
Let's go.
Honley was charged with bribery of a public officer or employee, aggravated DWI, and failure to maintain a lane. His case is currently pending in the New Mexico courts. On November 4th, 2022, First Amendment auditor Rago Monkey and his friend were filming on the streets of Miami when they came across a police cruiser parked in the middle of the road. As they approached the car, the tired officer quickly escalated the situation.
Scatter.
You're blocking traffic, sir.
Bro. I'm doing my job.
Okay. We didn't say nothing.
Now, pero since you're here,
we didn't say anything.
Okay, no importa, pero now I'm saying it to you. Since you're here, I want to see both of you IDs.
What?
What? Is this a joke? No, it's not. Do I look like I'm playing?
Can you call your sergeant?
Both of you IDs.
I don't have ID.
I need ID.
I don't have ID.
No, yeah, I'm gonna call my sergeant when I finish getting your ID.
I don't have ID.
So put your hands in there.
Is this a lawful order?
It is.
How is it lawful?
Because I'm giving it to you.
Listen,
Okay. So let's talk about later. Your hands behind your back.
Listen, you're being
Put your
recorded.
hands behind your back.
I'm not resisting. I'm not resisting.
Your hands behind your
I'm
back.
not resisting.
What are you doing?
What are you doing, bro?
Put your hands behind your back. Come here.
I don't have ID.
I have a set of handcuffs for you.
I don't have ID. For what? What are you handcuffing him for?
Wait, call your sergeant. Call your sergeant.
I will.
What's the crime?
What crime did I commit? Relax.
Don't worry about it. Come over here, Baba. Stay right there.
What are you doing?
Stay right there.
What's your name and badge number? Don't break my. What are you doing? Breaking my arm.
The officer had no reasonable cause to make the arrest, yet he made them sit in the back of the police cruiser for 30 minutes. Once he understood there was no legal reason to keep them, he uncuffed them and let them go.
What crime did we commit? You know the statute 901-151?
Okay, let's continue listening. Come over here. Have a seat. You sit on top of him.
No.
Yes.
Why did you throw us in the back seat?
Because no los iba a tener en medio de la calle por gusto ahí.
Papi, estábamos en la acera.
Sí, pero you guys were handcuffs for my safety. No los iba a tener
Okay.
ahí para que fueran un espectáculo. No, vamos, it's very simple. It's very simple. It's very simple. Okay, all kidding aside. The one who dictates how I do my job is me, not you.
I didn't dictate nothing.
Okay, so why did I put you in the back of my car? Why did I put you in the back of my car? Because I wanted to. Thank you.
Wanted to? Can you repeat that?
Why did you let us go?
Change me for what?
Because I wanted to.
Why did you let us go?
I wanted to.
You know you.
Vamos, a esperar ahí en el quesito.
Why did you let us go?
Because I have nothing to hold you for.
All right, guys. So this is what you get. Miami's finest. What happened? If he's coming, we'll wait. But if he's not, if he, well, you know, you can.
I don't know when he's coming. I requested it in front of
you. You can tell him to leave. That's cool. All right, guys. This is what you get. Miami's finest.
This is why we do what we do, guys. This is why we do what we do.
Papi, let me get it only in Dade.
Yeah, sure, man. El nombre quiere?
Only in Dade.
Only in Dade.
It's just like he's taking the back of the cop car for walking right here and just filming this like this. And he called us to the car. We went to go see what he wanted, and he asking us for ID.
This is definitely one of the most unprofessional officers I've encountered. It happens when someone is too caught up in their power and has never faced any consequences.
He released us. He looked up the statutes. He couldn't find anything to arrest us for.
We're here, guys.
They're coming, wait, they're coming. No se vayan.
Come on, papi. There wasn't no need for this.
No se vayan. Para que le cuenten a esa gente, papi. Para que le cuenten a esa gente, para que me dé paupao, así mira.
You broke my phone.
Tú le dices how
Bro,
bad I
he
was.
broke his phone, bro. He broke Ragamuffin's phone, dog, as he was detaining him and putting him in handcuffs, dog. I was already cuffed right here in a matter of 20 seconds.
I broke his phone. Oh my God, I broke his phone.
We don't come try you guys like that, bro. But you guys look for the hate. You guys earn the hate. You look for the hate. You look for the hate, Papa.
Do you hate me?
You look for the hate.
Do you hate me?
I hate you because you're a bad cop, bro. You're a bad piece of shit. That's what you are.
Hey, you want to cry? You want me to cry? You want me to cry? Okay.
Papi, why are all your bike cops like that?
Eh?
We went to Wynwood and all your bike cops, they act the same way.
On my wrist, dog.
The egomaniac was laughing and joking around after violating the rights of these auditors. Officers like him don't belong in law enforcement, and he should be removed from the force.
He's gonna be here till 7 in the morning.
This was walking right here. And the car that he had pulled over had drove away minutes before we got here because we were over there filming, walking all the way down here. So we know if we're doing no traffic stopping, that's not our law, though. First of all.
All right, guys. So we're here with Officer Uncle Fester.
I've been told other things. Come on. Try.
Is this something? You just
Bobby, you look like
gonna get you in trouble, bro.
Really?
Okay, bro. You think that we don't play around, dog. We don't play around, bro.
You saw I don't play either.
Papi, I'm inspecting.
You saw I don't
play with that badge.
You saw I don't play either.
You don't deserve to have that.
Listen, you're
innocent people that are walking by here filming an interaction right here. That video wasn't even here.
You're entitled to your opinion.
Papi, pon la luz de emergencia because you're blocking traffic. You're blocking traffic with no lights.
Finally, a sergeant showed up, giving the auditors a bit of hope for justice, but he ended up being just like the other officers.
Want to tell him or I tell him?
Yeah, we need to file a complaint on this gentleman.
Why don't you tell me what happened, man?
Okay, we were walking by like this. Look, this. Check it out. We got here. He calls us to the car.
Why don't you stand over here where I can hear you, man?
Just letting you know what's going on. We get right there. The car you have to go over and took away. They walked me down from the shooter to the car, and then enseguida, he just tells me, I need both of your IDs right now. For what crime did we commit? We're not ID for what? We're walking by this room, bro.
Good question, man. When he asked for your ID, did you give it to him?
I don't have to.
No, we
Joey's have to give your ID.
No, that's not the law.
Statute 901-151, unless I commit a crime about to or has. No one knows.
But you don't know if he thinks you committed a crime, right?
For walking in the sidewalk?
He couldn't come up with nothing. He couldn't come up with anything.
Okay? I'm Lieutenant Carpenter. Yeah, I don't know anything.
Lieutenant Carpenter,
man. You let me talk or no? That's the problem, is that you guys always see it from your side. You don't know if on the radio, and I don't know.
You haven't seen the video. We have the video.
Are you gonna let me talk, man? Are you gonna let me talk? Okay? You don't know if they just put out a bolo right now for a guy wearing all black. You don't know, right? Do you know? I'm just asking.
Just another instance where a corrupt sergeant defended his junior officers' wrongdoings. Times like these shake our trust in law enforcement, as these officers refuse to learn.
When something happens and an officer asks you for ID, you can't be like, you don't got no reason. You don't have PC, you don't have, why are you stopping me? You don't know, man. That's why you guys gotta do what you're told until you, no, listen to me, I'm telling you, this is how it works. This is 100% how it works.
Yeah, that's why we're out here.
Because
when we're out here, we're not going to jail.
Well,
he paid a smart move and he did it.
Because whatever happened, he decided you weren't that guy.
But what statute did we violate?
This is the problem that you guys have. You don't understand me. Anytime an officer is conducting an investigation, you got to do what you're told, my friend.
Who's sitting on the road?
You are not the person that decides that.
Officer, you don't know the law. You're just talking. You don't know anything, bro. You just.
And this is the problem that you guys have.
You don't know what you're talking out of your.
The police.
We're looking at it by the law.
The law, sir. The law. 901.151.
And add me to your complaint.
Read me a statute.
My name is Lieutenant Carpenter. My badge number is 0867.
Yeah, your ass needs to be fired.
Exactly, because I know what I'm talking about.
You have no idea what you're talking about. All you know is the booth.
Take that to court and see who wins.
So you're gonna take our complaint?
You tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. So go ahead and add me to it.
All right, we need to file a complaint for discourtesy on this gentleman, for battery on this gentleman.
Yep.
Okay, but I just told you what happened and you're not listening. So
you have to listen to something that's not true.
Okay, so then add me to your complaint and go to Colonel first.
Bro, you're a waste.
Have a nice day, sir.
You're Uncle Fester. Get away from me, bro.
You see how you're acting? That's why you get into trouble.
Fake ass Danny DeVito. Sir, we have First Amendment protected activity.
You guys need to look that up. We gotta go to a call. Have a nice day.
Go do some real work. Papi, mira. Go do some real work.
Soon, both officers were embarrassed by their lack of legal knowledge and had to leave the scene. The auditors have a solid case for a lawsuit, but there haven't been any updates on progress so far. This is veteran David Vinceliti. When he returned to his hometown in November 2015, he found workers near his home, the same ones he had previously accused of dumping asphalt waste into his water supply. There's a long-standing history between Mr. Vinceliti and these laborers, who work for the town of Hanover. Watch the interaction that unfolds between him and Public Works Director Peter Kulboki when he spots them outside his house, accompanied by police.
Oh. Everybody's ready to smash my stuff and take it. You again. Have you spread asphalt waste? Have you spread asphalt waste on Moose Mountain? Have you spread asphalt waste on Moose Mountain?
Are you gonna let me answer the question?
I've been waiting for years. Yes, answer the question.
You never let me speak.
You lying bastard. You called the police when I went to the highway department to ask you about it. You lied. You sat there in court while they lied about it.
You can't even talk.
You don't. Just answer yes or no. How hard is it for you?
Yes or no answer.
It is. Have you spread asphalt waste on Moose Mountain?
It's not asphalt waste. It's recycled asphalt.
It's asphalt waste. Is it new asphalt? Is it ground asphalt?
What's under your feet? What's under your feet, Dave?
Hello. You have to answer questions honestly.
I'm answering the question.
Yes.
No, we do not put waste. It's a recycled product.
It's asphalt, ground up asphalt. It's a ground up asphalt.
It's a recycled product. It's allowed by law.
And did you sit in court? while the town attorney stated it was never spread upstream from my drinking water.
No, the question
yes,
was
you
asked.
did.
The question-
You're lying to me.
Do I speak anymore, or do I just say
You have to tell the truth.
I'm done talking with you, David. We've already answered this question.
You just answered the question on tape for Cat V Studios, okay?
Fine, but you have no right to video me. You have no
oh,
right
really?
to-
Well, I did. Really? Okay.
You need to move your truck.
You need to go.
Move your truck.
You need to go to jail.
Move your truck.
You've admitted.
Move your stuff out of the right way. It's gone.
You have no. You've just admitted federal crimes.
No.
Yes, you have. You admitted perjury, and you've done federal crimes. Yes, it is. You have asphalt waste that's being held in violation of state and federal law with paint and other materials.
Asphalt waste.
And you have, and the town manager has already testified.
It's recycled asphalt. It's allowed by EPA.
It is not.
The number one
It is not.
recycled
It is
product
not
in the world.
allowed. It is not allowed to enter state waters.
It's not allowed to be put in there on purpose, sure.
Oh, by accident it's okay. No, it is not. It's a crime.
Have you ever spilled
It's a
anything?
crime. It has nothing to do with me. It has to do with you. You have lied and dissembled for years.
Is it allowed to?
You have lied and dissembled for years, and it's going to come back on you.
Well,
they got little tiny orange jumpsuits, buddy. Trust me. You're threatening me with prison now?
No.
Oh, you just did. You just did. First, you've admitted you lied in court. You've admitted the town attorney.
Please move your truck.
I'm not going anywhere, brother.
Refuse to remove the vehicle so we can get down and start cleaning up?
Listen to me. I am a federal officer required to uphold the Constitution.
Are you refusing?
You have just admitted federal crimes.
Are you refusing to
under
move the
state
truck?
law?
Are you
I have an obligation to enforce the law against the
By not
town.
answering the question, you're refusing to move your vehicle. Is that correct?
You have no authority over me. You work for me.
No, I don't.
You
work
have
for you. I
yes,
work
you
for the
do.
public.
Yes, and I am part of the public.
Refusing to move your vehicle.
I am doing what the law requires.
refusing to remove
I have
the
an
vehicle?
obligation.
David?
I have an obligation under state law not to let a town do illegal activity. You have just admitted to me that you committed a federal crime and state crimes.
Refusing to remove your vehicle.
I'm asking the questions. You work for me. Yes,
David,
you work for me.
You're in the right of way. Are you refusing to move your vehicle?
I am allowed.
Are you
under the
refusing to
deed?
move your vehicle?
I am allowed.
You're not allowed to block.
I am allowed at any time any time for any reason.
You're a taxpayer.
I'm allowed at any time.
You're a
Yes.
taxpayer. I got money sitting over there. You want
Really?
to waste tax money sitting here waiting for you to answer
Yes.
the question?
Yes, I do.
Should I send them away because you're going to not move?
You should send them away because they're being involved in federal crimes.
So you're not going to move?
You are doing.
you gonna move
I
or
have
not?
an obligation under state law.
Are you going to move or not?
When I want to, I'll move.
So you're not going to move now? You refuse to my orders?
Mr. Vincelite's expertise as an environmentalist is clear as he accuses the workers of committing a felony by dumping asphalt waste. However, he was later asked to leave the area by a police officer. A few years later, in November 2017, Mr. Vincelite was rushed to the hospital after being arrested for contempt of court following a similar incident. He was also charged with resisting arrest during that event. First Amendment auditor Jeff Gray was standing in the City Hall of Fort Lauderdale, Florida, holding a cardboard sign that said, "God bless the homeless vets." Shortly after, a police officer approached him, trying to assert his authority.
You can come over here and talk to me, please. Am I being detained?
Yeah, you are.
Why?
You're trespassing.
I'm trespassing?
Yes, sir.
No, sir, I'm peacefully assembling on public property, on a public sidewalk. How can I help you?
Officer Alan Duarte declared that City Hall was private property, and the accusations were about to escalate.
Sorry?
They don't want you here.
Okay, before we go any further, let me put you on notice. All right? I am standing on a traditional public forum, engaged in freedom of speech, freedom of religion, and freedom of assembly, like I said, on a traditional public forum. I'm not trespassing. I'm peacefully assembling. So you've got one of two choices. You can honor your oath to uphold and defend the Constitution of the United States, or you can violate my rights. Which one's it going to be?
Despite the confrontation, Jeff stood firm in exercising his rights and was determined not to back down.
Standing here peacefully, saying God bless homeless veterans, people coming and going to this facility. I'm literally standing at the steps of City Hall.
I'm speaking to you, man.
Okay.
We're having a conversation.
All right.
Officer Duarte appeared determined to escalate the situation, continually making things more difficult. This ultimately led to his downfall.
Because I want to spread my message to as many people as I can. And there's a lot of traffic coming in and out of this area.
Okay. Well, I'm asking you kindly not to do it in this area.
Okay. Well, I would like to do it in this area because it reaches more people. It's literally the steps of City Hall. Literally the steps of City Hall.
I get it.
All right.
All right. So I'm just trying to not have this issue prolong itself.
After this altercation, Jeff asked the officer some tough questions. Questions that the officer couldn't answer.
Have you conducted any sort of investigation to see if I'm disturbing anybody? Have you witnessed me disturb anybody?
Why are we making this a big deal?
Because my civil rights is a big deal. Our civil rights as Americans are big deals.
But you're taking that to a whole other level it doesn't have to get to.
In an effort to avoid Jeff's probing questions, the officer falsely claimed that Jeff was a threat.
But there's people walking through here that may feel unsafe to even walk to their cars. That's what I'm trying to get to.
I'm not doing anything to make anybody feel unsafe. I'm not doing anything. I'm politely and peacefully saying God bless homeless veterans.
But again, okay, and unfortunately, this is the world we live in.
Mm-hmm.
You may not be approachable by some people, and that's where they may feel unsafe to walk to their cars.
It's not about feelings. It's about the law, and it's about the Constitution. It's about our civil rights.
The officer quickly recognized that he wasn't dealing with someone he could easily intimidate, as Jeff clearly had a deeper understanding of the law than the officer did.
I have a conversation here.
So can I continue doing it?
Can you just not do where people are walking through?
That's the whole point of spreading the message, to access as many people as you can.
But what if some people don't want to be spoken to?
I can't help that. If they don't want to be spoken to, then they can stay home, I guess.
After trying multiple tactics, the officer eventually chose to disengage and walk away from Jeff.
What I'm saying?
I don't know what you're saying, man.
Okay, well, either I can stay here or I can't.
I'm asking you nicely.
Okay, well, I'm not going to do that. I'd rather stay over here.
Hey, just don't people, like...
All right. Next, the officers made him appear more enlightened in comparison. This was due to an incident in March 2023 in Sunny Isles Beach, Florida, where a police officer did the unthinkable.
You could argue it all you want, and you can fight it in court, but you're going to end up going to jail. I'm trying to help you.
Soon after, Officer Kulo arrived, trying to understand the nature of the situation.
I work with our community resource unit.
Hi, I'm Jeff.
And we can't have you doing this in here, but we do help the homeless. That's what we do.
Jeff, fully prepared for this resistance, gave an answer that completely stunned Officer Kulo, leaving her momentarily at a loss for words.
Go any further? I'm going to put you on notice that this is a constitutionally protected activity on a traditional public forum. And any attempt to remove me or have me leave this property would be a violation of my civil rights. Okay?
Okay, that's fine, but this is the government building and they really don't.
However, the officer did respond, but her answer seemed to misunderstand the situation, and quite significantly at that.
This is the entrance of the steps of City Hall. This is
okay, can I finish?
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, that's all fine and good, but what we're trying to do is to help you so you don't have to do that.
I don't need any help.
Well, then how?
I can be here.
You
This
don't
is.
need help.
Officer Toledo, who was listening to the altercation, eventually decided to intervene. What the power-hungry cop said next was utterly absurd, revealing his true colors.
Officer,
let me explain that to him.
Okay.
You could argue it all you want, and you can fight it in court, but you're going to end up going to jail. I'm trying to help you out. So
I end up going to jail for what?
But listen, for trespassing.
For trespassing?
Okay, they're going to trespass you from here. Understand me. You listen me out.
Okay, I'll listen you out. When I'm done, you listen me out.
I will listen.
Okay.
I'm not trying to be hard. If you go back and forth with it, you're going to go to jail, right? Explain to you. Then you go in front of a judge, and you can argue your point, but you're going to take that right. So you let me know what you want to do.
Take that right.
Okay.
All right. So let me know when I'm trespassing.
Violent, aggressive, and disgraceful, Officer Toledo was clearly out of line. Yet, despite this, Jeff attempted to reason with him again, but it was to no avail.
I am engaged in a constitutionally protected activity. I am not homeless. I am not panhandling. This is freedom of speech, freedom of religion on a traditional public forum. And you're going to
You're saying you're not homeless.
You're going to trespass me from this property.
But it says homeless on your ad.
Whatever.
But no,
even if I am
it's either one or the
panhandling,
other. Either you're homeless or you're not homeless.
even if I am panhandling, it's a constitutionally protected right. So either way, if you trespass me from here or you arrest me, it's a violation of my civil rights.
However, the tyranny of these officers was far from over, as things were about to take a much more serious and troubling turn.
No, listen up. Listen to what I'm saying. You've got one of two choices.
I already told you your thing. All right.
You've got one of two choices. You can respect my civil rights, or you can violate my civil rights, and I can strip you all of your qualified immunity.
Don't entertain this.
Am I trespassed?
Listen, I'm entertaining. You know what I mean? We told you where.
Detain me for what? If you're trespassing me, I'll leave.
Yes, we're going to trespass you from here.
All right, I'm leaving.
Despite this oppression, Jeff wasn't about to back down easily and decided to take appropriate action.
Congratulations. I want all y'all's names and badge numbers real quick. Name and badge number. Name and badge number.
Sergeant Zamora, badge number 64.
Your name again?
Carullo, 0186.
Excuse me. What's his badge number that just walked up?
He's under me.
He's under you. What's his name?
Yeah. Davis.
Sergeant Zamora, who was also present at the scene, approached to try to make sense of the detention.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
What is there that we can help you out with today? Or
I am not asking for any help. I don't need any help.
What is your purpose today?
I would like to stand right here and exercise my right to freedom of speech, freedom of religion, and freedom of assembly on this is what is called a traditional public forum. This is a public sidewalk in front of City Hall.
Actually, it's not. Listen, it's not. A public sidewalk is considered the sidewalk. This is actually in the government center at this point.
Like his colleagues, the sergeant was on the brink of learning a valuable lesson about the principles of law and freedom of speech, a lesson they all desperately needed in that moment.
Have you ever heard of the steps of City Hall?
Of course I have.
Okay.
Let me ask you a question.
The steps of City Hall is a traditional public forum.
You're a constitutionalist, right?
Yes.
You believe in the Constitution.
I believe in the Constitution.
You believe in the freedom of speech, right?
Yes.
As do we all. All right? My point is this. Like everything else, it's like going into... How do I put this?
This left the sergeant struggling to find the right words, clearly taken aback by someone who had a better understanding of the laws than he did.
Not everything is absolute, and there's Supreme Court case law on this stuff.
There is Supreme Court case law. This is the steps of City Hall.
Like, for example, it's like when you're in a public park, right?
Yeah.
A public park is a free place. You can do whatever you want within the scope of the rules of the public park.
Absolutely.
Okay? So if you're here to do a demonstration, which is what you're telling me you're doing a demonstration.
Either way, doesn't matter.
Then there's permits to be get, the whole 9 yards. Any lawful assembly or anything that falls into that realm, you're required by law to get permits for it.
Freedom of speech, a fundamental right protected by the Constitution, was being disregarded by these officers, who were clearly out of line. They ultimately deserved whatever consequences awaited them.
Can I stay and do my thing or not?
Well, do you want to get permits for it?
I'm not getting any permits.
Are you doing a demonstration?
It's illegal to cause me to get permits. What can I stay?
Are you making a statement or a demonstration?
Am I being trespassed?
I already told you that.
What's going on? Am I being trespassed or not?
Yes, I told you that.
Bye-bye. Good luck, guys. I'll see y'all in court later.
Okay.
When I file the civil rights lawsuit.
Afterward, Jeff had to leave the scene as he was trespassed from City Hall. It's truly appalling how egocentric, power-driven police officers ignore fundamental civil rights and continue to engage in harmful practices. Jeff mentioned his plans to file a lawsuit against the city and these officers, but there have been no updates on the status of that legal action. Now, let's shift our focus to these rookie cops who seem to have no understanding of how the law actually works.
Who are you?
Sergeant Daniel, who are you?
My name is Sean. My name is Sean. I don't need any help, Sergeant Daniel. Thank you, though. I appreciate it.
I mean, you can't be recording my guys.
I can't be recording who?
You can't be recording my workers.
Why is that?
You just can't be. Who are you supposed to be with?
I just can't be? I'm just with myself. I'm not with anybody.
Okay. Well, I need you to go, please.
I'm sorry?
You need to go.
No, I'm okay right here. Thank you. Sergeant Daniel thinks he can tell a free man in this country what to do in a publicly accessible area.
The sergeant first stepped back, but quickly came back with some backup to try to intimidate the auditor. It looks like Sergeant Daniel called in reinforcements to confront a journalist.
Looks like Sergeant Daniel brought backup with him to try and intimidate a journalist exercising his rights. Excuse me? Who are you, sir? I'm just asking for your name.
Deputy Phillips.
Deputy Phillips? My name is Sean, Deputy Phillips. Is there a reason you have that firearm with you?
Yes. Pepper ball rifle. It's used inside the facility.
Well, you're not inside the facility.
This is part of the facility.
This is outside of the facility.
There's no part of it. This is part of my job. This is my security.
Right. There's no need for...
You are on county property. If you do not leave, I will call somebody up here and have you arrested for trespassing.
This is publicly accessible area.
No, it's not.
There's no restricted area signs or no trespassing signs.
The deputies were unaware that they were facing Sean, who had a much better grasp of the law than they did. Despite having a weapon, they seemed uncertain when confronting him.
You all are correctional officers?
Guys, go inside.
Is this a restricted area?
Yes.
Deputy? There's no signs indicating that it's a restricted area.
Authorized personnel.
Yeah, parking. It says parking. I'm not parking, I'm on the sidewalk. There was no need for you to bring that out here. I know you want to seem cool or whatever, but I'm not a threat to you. You don't need to pepper ball me. Absolutely ridiculous. It says parking for authorized personnel only. This is parking.
The deputies then went back into the facility as Sean drove out of the parking lot. It seems these officers just can't handle the authority they have. Honestly, they seemed a bit unhinged. In July 2021, a man recorded a traffic stop on a Nevada highway involving Trooper Boyer from the Nevada Highway Patrol. The officer had pulled over the man's co-worker, and the man parked behind the police car to wait for the stop to conclude. Suddenly, Trooper Boyer began to assert his authority during the encounter. Tensions flared when the man asked if he was also being pulled over, as his co-worker was accused of speeding at 87 miles per hour. He stated that he wasn't speeding because he had cruise control on. Trooper Boyer then requested the man's driver's license and registration, which led to a debate over the legality of the stop and the officer's orders. This situation underscores the importance of both citizens and police officers understanding the law well.
You got a supervisor?
1 second.
Do you? Hey, actually, is your body camera on?
Body camera is on.
Okay, what's your badge number and your name?
I'll give that all to you on a card.
No, you can verbalize it.
I'm gonna give it to you.
It's the law. You're supposed to verbalize it.
I'm gonna give it.
Can you verbally identify yourself?
All I have to do is provide it to you. That's all I have to do.
Verbally.
I'm gonna explain your citation
Someone
to
that
you.
has vision problems.
It's your violation.
Is
Do you
the
have vision
reason why.
problems?
Anybody that has vision problems is the reason why you're supposed to verbally identify.
Do you have vision problems?
It doesn't matter if I do or not.
Okay.
It's for anybody.
Well, I don't know about that.
You know that.
Anyway,
Yes,
I'm gonna
you
give
do.
you this. Your violation's there. That's your total.
What's the
Lowest
violation?
Justice Court. Your violation is for speed.
Oh,
We're going
what?
85 and a 70. I'm going to give you a violation citation for
what's your
80
name?
and a 70.
What's your name and badge
You're
number?
right down here.
What's your name and badge number?
badge number,
Are
right
you going to
down
fail to identify?
I'm not going to fail to identify.
So identify.
I'm providing you the information.
Identify,
to you.
please. Verbally.
Now the Wells Justice Court. The phone number's right there. And
Verbally
I gave it till this
identify,
phone-
please.
I gave it till this day.
Otherwise, you're not a cop.
Citation.
If you don't verbally identify, you're not
I
a
give
cop.
your options and your instructions on how to pay out a contest. Whichever you choose. My information
Who's
is
your
down here.
supervising officer?
Huh?
Who's your
My
supervisor?
information is down here. I'm providing that information to you.
Who's your
There's
supervisor?
information. Have a safe day.
Yeah.
During the conversation, Trooper Boyer behaved in a disrespectful and condescending way. He tried to assert his authority by using his position as a police officer, but the man he confronted was knowledgeable and aware of his rights. This individual wasn't intimidated and made sure to follow the proper procedures, like stating his name clearly. The man's understanding of his rights enabled him to respond effectively to the officer's actions.
What's your name and badge number? I need you guys to verbally identify. We're not going to play these stupid games. Either that or give me your card. Both of you. And it's not a request, it's a demand. I need your name and badge number or your card. That's your job. You guys just not like following the law? You're out here trying to enforce laws and you're not even going to follow the law yourself? You're not following the law. You're not verbally identifying yourselves. By not doing that, you're not cops. You realize that? Not verbally. Yes, it's a huge problem in this whole country. You know that. Don't play dumb. Yes, you are playing dumb. Look at your condescending look. I'm not condescending. I'm demanding your ID. Verbally. For anybody that might have vision problems. That's the reason for it. You know that. You guys gonna fail to ID, both of you? Thank you. Okay. What's your badge number?
371.
Thank you. How about you?
Boyer, Highway Patrol.
Sorry?
Boyer, Highway Patrol.
Boyer? Boyer? And what was the number again? 443? Okay, why was that so hard? I didn't have to. No, I didn't. Was it a lawful order? If it was, quote me the law. Quote me the law. Quote me the law. You didn't pull me over, you pulled him over. No, it's not. Obstructing is a physical act. A physical act, not verbal. Don't play dumb. Really, you can let go of your ego. It makes things run a lot smoother. If you're courteous, I'll be courteous back to you. If you're an I'm gonna be right back to you. There ain't no law against that, and you know it. That's the First Amendment. You guys got a supervisor?
Yeah.
What's his name?
Supervisor's name and phone number right there.
Okay, can you, how long would it take him to get here?
He's not working today.
Yeah.
I guarantee it.
So
I can get you another supervisor that comes all the way
who's your supervisor right now that is working?
He is my supervisor for this district.
Put his name
I can
on
get
there.
you another
Who is
sergeant
working right
from
now?
Elko. Can I talk?
Who's
I can
working
get you
right
another
now?
sergeant
Can
from
you answer
Elko.
the question? You're my servant. I'm not your servant. You understand that? That's how it works. That's how the law works.
I'm going to get you another one.
How about you just call him out here? Because this is ridiculous.
About
An hour and a half? Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Is that really? Wow, you guys are funny. You realize there's cops getting fired all over the country for this kind of losing your pensions, losing your job, even going to jail. Qualified immunity is going away. You realize that? I mean, I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure isn't it already gone in Nevada? You guys are out here acting like you're the boss of the road, but you're not. You're public servants. Law enforcement, not feelings enforcement. Your feeling about me being in your way when I wasn't is your problem, not mine. I don't have to move just because you don't like me there. I mean, if I'm wrong, quote me the law, the code. And that you can't do that tells me that I'm right and you're full of shit. No, I'm just trying to get you to give me a straight answer, and you don't want to do that.
You want me to quote the law?
Yeah, quote me the law that tells me I have to move.
This situation highlights a conflict between Trooper Boyer and the man regarding what is right and who holds responsibility. The man continually challenged the officer, questioning whether his orders were legal and which specific laws gave him the authority to act as he was. By doing this, the man was essentially asking, "Show me proof that what you're requesting is permitted." This showed that he was aware of his rights and understood what police officers are supposed to do. On May 23, 2018, 33-year-old Robert Johnson was leaving an apartment complex with his friend. Unfortunately, they encountered an officer who ordered them to lie on the ground for no reason.
Hang on, man. Hang on. Who are you, dude? Grab a seat. Yeah, grab a seat. Grab a seat. All the way down, man. All the way down. Hang on, dude. Don't leave, all right? Do me a favor. Don't leave, because there are other people coming. Don't leave yet. Grab a seat for me, dude. Grab a seat for me if you don't mind. One on the third floor. I'll be out with him and another subject on the third floor.
Just like that, the officer gets Johnson's friend to sit on the floor. However, Johnson wasn't on board with that idea. So instead of leaving, he complied by staying put, but chose to lean against the railing.
What's your name? What are you doing down here?
I went to drop off my keys and I grabbed my backpack.
Okay, well hang on.
He just needed his backpack.
Okay, that's not what we're being told.
Hey, brother. All I came up here for is his backpack.
With him?
And that's it. Yes, because they would have. That was all.
Okay. Do me a favor, just wait right over there in the corner for me.
No, I'm Gucci.
In the corner, man.
I'm in the corner.
No, the corner's over there, further over.
I'm in the corner.
1932. I'm at the southwest corner of the building, right off of the elevator.
The officer refuses to let Johnson stay where he is and insists that he stand in a corner. Johnson tries to explain that they had no bad intentions and were only there for a basketball game.
Your little boy right here, though, he about to come up the elevator. You'll see him. Look, he about to come too. Look, your supervisor too. Oh my God, everybody. Oh, God, deep. Oh, your boy. Hey, what the you been into? You had to wait for the elevator because the boy just came up. Yes, ma'am. That's what's up. All right, y'all gotta wait.
Johnson decides to call a loved one and chat for a bit while he waits for the police to let him go. There's nothing out of the ordinary, and he shows no tense body language.
He was with him. Handle this guy first.
Yeah, I am. I'm at the target.
Backup arrives for the lone officer. Officer Mariones, who is bald, comes with two other officers as they assess Johnson, who is just talking on the phone and not paying them any attention.
I'll catch you down real quick, if you don't mind. Hey, I got a knife right here. So please believe me.
So what's going on?
Nothing. I just honestly came back to drop her keys off. She has her keys. I grabbed my stuff. And my friend
There's four of us up here. We're good.
My friend is waiting for me downstairs, so she can take me back. Let me see where she stays.
Have a seat right there by the wall. One second, all right? But I need to sit in the corner. For what? Have a seat. Have a seat. Oh, yeah. You are. Have a seat. Guess what? I ain't going to ask you again. All the way down. All the way down.
Dude, no. Dude, they told you to sit down. Sit down, bro. Sit down.
All he does is lean back against the wall, yet the cops later try to twist this action into an act of aggression and non-compliance in their report. It's truly disgusting and unprofessional behavior.
Arm right here. Get his right arm. Get his right arm.
I got his left.
Okay, I'm on you.
Yeah,
I'm on you. Okay. Hold on.
After they brutally knocked him out, this group of officers still wasn't done. They had 5 of them on one poor, defenseless Mr. Johnson, while also illegally searching his friend, who was very scared at that moment.
What's so funny? They need to put all that force on me. What the f you need to put fists on me for? Huh? Huh?
A roll more? Yep.
Oh yeah. Guess what?
Stay on your side, man.
Boy ass niggas on.
Johnson, who had been quiet the whole time, had enough of these corrupt, power-hungry cops. Frustrated, he began to slur his words and insult the officers in his anger.
Well, I'm subdued? How the f are you? Huh? Huh? Get out of here. Please be quiet. Boy, boy. The f do I need to be quiet for, huh? Huh? Disturbing the neighbors. What the f do I need to be quiet for? Because y'all some
Alright. Just leave me.
Oh, of course, leave me, goddammit.
Now you're tough.
Of course, leave me.
Now you're tough.
You boy, what all y'all motherfuckers need to know. Where do you live, man? Y'all some. Out of here. Yeah. Alright. Take off your badge, take off your vest, take off everything, goddammit. Do it. Do it. Do it. I will leave your life where it needs to be.
What's your last name, bro?
Where it needs to be.
What's your last name?
Where it needs to be.
And I just asked for my backpack.
Where it needs to be. Get on, boy. Yeah, you a pussy boy too.
Hey, what's it called?
You a pussy boy too. You a boy.
I'm on fire now.
Boy.
Should I give him a hug?
You are needing too. You wanna give me a hug? You wanna give me a real hug?
Nope, but I would like you to.
But I throw your Batterson, quit playing with me, boy.
That's not very nice.
So quit being a bitch. All y'all had all y'all do my mother.
The arrival of 2 more officers as backup just because Johnson was angry seems like an unnecessary waste of taxpayer money for a man who is already cuffed on the ground.
All right, y'all got badges on.
Come out of there.
Boy, y'all feel putting your hands on me with 6 hours. I bet y'all couldn't handle it one-on-one.
I'll run.
You definitely. I will eat you like a snack, boy. And then I'll your girl
Right in front of you.
I'll give Of course you're in front of me. Get out of here, you wussy. Take these cuffs off. Take these cuffs off. Take them off. Take them off. Take your badge off. Take your vest off. Take everything off. Do it. Do it. Because y'all so.
All the guy was doing was staying calm, but this officer just had to provoke him further. Clearly, they feel comfortable talking trash when the suspect is cuffed and lying on the ground.
You too. You feel good talking in front of this chick, don't you?
Sit your ass down.
You feel good, don't you?
Sit your ass down. Stay down.
I bet you would. I bet you would.
Keep him just
You
like
feel
that.
good, don't you? You feel good, don't you?
Knock it off.
This is honestly one of the most disgraceful groups of cops I've ever seen. Just because our unarmed victim turned to talk, he was met with unnecessary force.
Sorry, man.
Get out of here.
You won't let you hurt yourself.
I ain't gonna hurt me. You gonna hurt yourself. You can't hurt nothing like me.
Are you supposed to be here?
Get out of here.
I just came back to drop. Wait, that's not what I asked you.
He asked me to help him come up here, get his bag, and that was it.
It's okay. We
How the f are you? Who the f are you? Who the f are you?
I'm the supervisor here.
Are you a supervisor? Let me see your stripes.
You got your eyes open?
Let me see.
Right here, look around right here.
Your stripes ain't shit.
Oh, that's
I need a 5 stripe.
It turns out he was just doing his job and looking out for his friends, as he had gone to his ex-girlfriend's place to pick up some belongings.
You feel pretty too?
Like I said,
I bet you do.
Sir, like I told you, I was aggravated and I was mad. Because
What are you doing, man?
Yeah, I bet. I bet.
No, because I had to give him a key. I ran because he had a
Get out of here.
I ran because he had a gun.
Oh, now you got it. Now you got it. You're
I ran
upset.
because he had a gun. I came back
You ain't
because he
doing
had my
that.
backpack and I...
Johnson has no choice but to use his only weapon, his words. He continues to mock and insult them, which leads the officers to make one bad decision after another. Clearly, he was trying to provoke the officers to gather more evidence for the trial he was planning.
Quit being excessive.
The word is
You don't need excessive force.
The word is excessive.
Because guess what?
Excessive.
What is excessive? Means you're doing it a little bit too much than what you need to be doing.
We're trying to keep
So
you
who the f are you?
It's with an X.
Who the f are you?
Excessive.
We are trying to keep you
You
calm.
need to get a book.
If you would just stay
Get a
calm,
book.
this wouldn't be happening, would it?
Get a book.
Stay calm and this won't happen.
Get a book. Oh yeah, guess what? Cause y'all motherfuckers gonna be me in. Oh man. Y'all did the wrong thing to the wrong person.
I have you on these guys.
Stop moving.
Then get your mother foot on my
That ain't gonna happen.
Get your foot on my neck.
Okay.
Alright, thank you.
These officers clearly missed a lesson in the academy because they're asking some of the most ridiculous questions. How can an unarmed man with his hands cuffed behind his back be any kind of threat if he stands up?
Huh?
Stand up.
Smart.
Stand up.
Be smart. Then help me up.
What do you think I'm doing?
Help me up then, mother.
That's all he's doing, man. He's just...
Oh.
Yeah, how pretty are you, huh? How pretty are you?
Don't start that. Don't you dare try to... You're trying to spit on me.
Hey, get a spit mask for this right now.
If the officer's sudden reactions weren't enough, they then fabricated the claim that he spat on them, which led to their continued use of excessive force and the call for a spit mask. It seems their fragile egos couldn't handle how this man stood up to the abuse he was facing.
No, you haven't.
I've been calm for the longest. So who are you?
How about you just sit there and breathe, man?
Then let me up.
I'm not gonna let you up.
Then let me breathe. Who the are you?
You seem to be talking a lot. Save your breath.
Then quit.
You couldn't breathe. You wouldn't be talking.
Quit putting your knee in my chest.
Just
Then I
relax.
can talk. Huh?
Keep
on stand up. To you.
How about you just breathe, man? Calm down.
All right. Oh, pretty.
Take a nap or something.
Yeah, that's what I've been telling my.
It's quite confusing to see how nearly 8 trained law enforcement officers can't manage just one man. They keep insisting on throwing him to the ground, all while doing this to someone who isn't a criminal and is unarmed.
This is what's about to happen.
I don't care about what's about to happen. What you're about to do is what's going to let me up, let me out my cups, and then let me on. For what?
We're about to take you downstairs.
For what?
You're going to go to jail.
For what?
For disorderly conduct.
Disorderly conduct?
Yeah.
Is that what you come up with?
That's what you
Oh my God, the book is so retarded.
You just need to sleep it off tonight, man.
Oh no, y'all need to sleep it off. You put.
Okay.
Oh y'all just like put. Where this? Mom, they're being. That's what's up. Mom, they being. That's what's up.
Did you hear your
They
mom?
motherfuckers are being wet.
saying don't be
Wet
talking like
behind
that,
the ears.
man.
Who the are you to tell me to calm down? My mom tell me to calm down. Who the are you?
She's telling you. She is telling you.
No, my mom telling me.
She's telling you right now.
No, you ain't. Listen to your mama. Who the are you? You ain't saying shit. My mom telling me shit. Yeah, listen out of here. Listen to your mama. I ain't listening to you. Shut the.
At this point, his mother realizes that the police will keep getting their egos bruised and continue to mistreat Johnson unless he calms down and gives in. However, that's hard for him because he knows he's completely innocent.
Proving you can't be an adult and you can't stay calm.
I can't be an adult.
Now my safety is at
Be an
risk right now.
adult. Be an adult. I'm sorry. Nigga, get the badge off you and be an adult.
Are you threatening me?
No, I'm telling you what the truth is. That you've been a.
I'm just holding you down, that's it.
Yes, ma'am. See this? They being.
No, it's not my car.
I asked to help somebody else, and somebody asked me to help them out, and that's what I did. I helped somebody out. He said he had a gun pulled on him, so I came up here to put a gun put a gun on me. Put a gun on me.
However, because Johnson keeps talking and insulting the officers, they don't back off. They're really petty cops for sure, as they choose to take him to jail unlawfully.
Right on 33.
This is me and my body.
Don't you start. Stop it.
How pretty are you?
Stop.
No, man.
Stop it now.
You can't come up here, please.
Of course she don't need to see this. She don't need to see excessive force.
No.
Especially being disrespected.
You just need to
Of course.
stay still.
Gotta relax,
I gotta tell you.
I've been still.
Stay calm.
Who the are you?
Right until the end, when the officers decided it was necessary to restrain him and transport him on the floor in the elevator, Johnson did not back down, and that's what hurt him the most that day. Fortunately for him, the surveillance footage and body cam recordings made his case very strong. He and his attorney quickly filed a lawsuit. As a result, the city prosecutor dropped the charges of disorderly conduct and hindering police that the officers had placed against him. As for the excessive force, Officer Monterez, who repeatedly punched Johnson in the face, received only a written reprimand for violating the department's code of conduct. It's shocking to see how he faced such minimal consequences for such a serious act. In February 2021, in River Rouge, Michigan, 17-year-old Malia Clary was driving her mother's SUV with 2 other teenagers inside when officers pulled the vehicle over.
Going so fast.
I'm just going right here to my house.
You got your license on you?
I have my
Okay. So you're not supposed to be even driving with all these people, right? Okay. So why are you driving like that? Here. Stop out.
No, can you close
Stop
my
out.
door?
You're under arrest. Get out of the car. Don't. Get out. Get out. Get out.
The officers' actions were about to escalate, and what they did next would send shivers down your spine.
Hey, get in the car. Get in the car.
The man record this. Javier, record this.
Keep your hands up. Record what? You resisting arrest? Anyone else want to be stupid?
You can't even arrest me.
You're under arrest. How about that?
Enough for y'all to arrest me.
Yeah,
Can
you
you
are.
record this, sir, please? Can one of y'all record this at the store?
The other passengers in the car were Malia's cousins, aged 14 and 15. Malia attempted to express her concerns, but the unresponsive officers refused to listen.
Only 17 years old. Can one of y'all record this, please? Thank you. They just dragged me on my car. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you so much. I appreciate, and they got these people in the car are kids. They 14 years old and 15 years old, and he got to.
Can you get out of the car when I tell you? No, I can't.
You put your gun down. They got to. He got to these kids.
Even after seeing the kids in the car, the officer continued his oppressive actions. This showed a clear lack of empathy and basic human decency.
He has guns for these kids, y'all. I'm 14 years old. He has a gun.
Okay, well, it's your friend's fault. Thank her.
Okay. I'm sorry, though.
It's not your fault. You guys straight?
Yes.
Okay. So, just so we're clear, when the police ask you to get out of the car, you're probably smarter than that. You get out. Anything on you guys are in the car?
No.
Okay. Whose car is this?
I don't even.
Whose car?
So hard.
Her mama car? Where do you guys live?
I live right there.
Okay.
Yes, and this my cousin.
Okay.
After intimidating the frightened kids, the officer went ahead and searched the vehicle.
Whose purse is that?
I don't even know.
Is that her purse?
Yeah. I can't breathe. I'm shaking.
All right, just relax. Close the door, bro. Anything in this car we need to know about?
Nope. I don't even know. I can't breathe.
Anything in here?
No, that's not closed.
Just closed? I'm just gonna sit on top of the car.
All right.
I can't even breathe.
After scaring the kids, the officer began searching the car. Malia's cousin was having a panic attack, but the officer ignored it, and his next words showed how insecure he was about his role to protect.
Don't cry, man.
You're good. Just step out. Hey.
Stop crying.
You're good. Hey. You're good. You're good.
Nene,
Get out.
Stop crying. I can get up.
Yeah, get out, bro.
Why are you crying, bro?
Because I can't breathe.
Nene, be quiet.
Stop. Relax. You're okay.
Nene, you're
Relax.
good.
You're okay. You're okay.
No,
You're fine. All right. Jesus Christ.
Malia tried to plead her case to another officer, but would her efforts make any difference?
Because I pulled my gun on them. Because their friend wants to act stupid.
Hey, what are you doing? Can I talk to my sister? Can I talk to my sister? I just want to talk to her. Okay, no. I said stop. Okay. You black, right? Doesn't matter what color. Okay, but you black, right? I'm asking you. Can you just be honest with me? He just dragged me out of my car by my hair. He just dragged me out of my car. You don't even have my name to run. There was no reason for y'all to drag me. I'm only 17 and y'all just dragged me.
The situation kept escalating, with the officer's ego only growing stronger.
David, George, Charles, 2738.
You don't have to talk to any of us. You're going to jail. You're in River Rouge. Okay?
What's your location?
I don't need your name. You can tell it to them in jail.
The arrogant officer continued with his search, and treating innocent teenagers this way raises serious doubts about whether he should have been an officer at all.
Hey, boss. Call someone. How old are you?
14, 15.
Okay. Call your parents to come get you, or...
I know. I live right here.
Yeah, that's fine.
No, Malia got pulled over, bro. She's like McDonald's. I forgot my book bag.
Yeah. I didn't check it, but...
It just blows me.
The officers weren't finished with their investigation and decided to search Malia. This time, she had a noticeably emotional reaction, which was completely understandable.
What's your name?
I'm not telling you.
That's fine. What you want is you want to jump the job. But if you want to act like this and keep going, move your foot, move back, stop.
Hey!
Move your foot.
Hey, call my mama! Call my mama! Call my mama! You talking about call my mother? Call
Yeah.
my mother! Call my mother! Yeah, y'all got the right one. Oh, y'all about to have fun with this case. And y'all went through my purse?
Yep.
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay. Okay, lawyer.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go through it again real
Hell
quick.
yeah,
And the car, too.
I love it.
You already checked the car?
I didn't check it.
The officers ignored Malia's pleas to call her parents. She was eventually taken to the police station and charged with traffic violations and resisting arrest. Her mother later stated that the incident traumatized her daughter, who had been an honor student and had never received a single ticket before. The police department declined to comment due to pending litigation, though the deputy police chief confirmed the matter was under review. A year later, in July 2022, a lawsuit was filed against the River Rouge police officers involved. While Malia was driving without an adult, the officers' actions were completely unjustified, and the trauma the children experienced may, unfortunately, have lasting effects. Sergeant Omar Gonzalez crossed all lines of decency in his effort to make an arrest. In February 2022, Officer Omar Gonzalez chased a suspect named Robert L. Deere for nearly 10 minutes. When Deere hit his car and tried to escape on foot, Officer Omar quickly and harshly apprehended him.
Bound up.
Okay?
I was underneath.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Dumb.
Get up.
I know this van.
Get up.
It's where it's supposed to.
Come on, sit up.
During the arrest, Officer Omar put his knee on Deere and hit him multiple times, continuing to punch him until other officers stepped in and pulled them apart. The officers then lifted Deere and put him in the patrol car.
Yeah, well, you about a couple people that were head on with you. To your knees. And then to your feet. Don't walk your on me. Get up. Step across that. Step across it.
Place right here. Don't move.
Yes, sir.
You hear me?
Stand up.
Stand
Put your
up.
feet underneath you.
Yes, yes, sir.
I'm gonna pull your pants up. You have any weapons?
No, ma'am. I'm a police officer out of New York.
You are.
1999, my bad number.
Apologies not accepted right now. We'll search through all that in a minute. Let's get him in the back seat. Quit. Stand up. Sit outside. Alright, walk with me. Do not make me drag you.
The officers' cruel actions continued as they dragged Deere along the road. Meanwhile, other officers searched the area for any items that could justify their behavior, but their efforts were unsuccessful.
Thank you. Watch that. I get that. You okay? I know I can't do it either. With me. Omar said lay one on him. He wants some sloppy. You gonna be wait for just a second, T? Okay, let me help them search this real quick and all that, and once we get everything put away, I'll holler at you, okay? Alright, see you, girl. Lessons learned the hard way. The gloves on. Yes.
I dealt with him about a month ago.
Okay.
Robbie Deere.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to sign that in your house.
Very.
Okay. He's usually good for $5.90? Or is he just nuts?
Not bad. They're rough lumber.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, I heard you say he threw something out. I didn't know. Hell, he been throwing his hands out the window and driving down through here. I'm
Yes, get back.
assuming the van. She said 10:53. I thought, yep, bingo. But guess wrong. What is this, a safe?
Yeah, ain't nothing in it.
I smell alcohol. Yes and no. I don't think it's alcohol.
Huh?
I don't think it's alcohol I'm smelling, but it kind of got by the whole
spray smell. So if there's no drugs, which they said that he threw some out at the Square Rock lumber area. Well, that came to an end. I was getting low on the gas. And my brakes don't want to work.
After finishing the procedure, the officers drove away with deer in their car. When the video went viral, it caused a lot of anger, which led to Omar and Shores being charged with third-degree battery in Scott County. On Friday, they were both taken to Scott County Jail and later released. Officer Omar resigned, while Shores continued to work. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can stay updated with our latest videos.